When your income jumps from $57,000 to $84,000, that's an increase of nearly 50%. This should make a noticeable difference in your finances and perhaps improve your quality of life. But what if it doesn't? What if this big pay rise is not just insignificant to your budget, but also exposes you to additional financial stress? You're probably wondering how this could possibly happen. So, let me tell you how. We often think that high income guarantees financial comfort, but nothing can be further from the truth. The reality is, many high income earners are in a financial pickle. In fact, a lot of them are living paycheck to paycheck. Ironically, there are people on a much lower income who are not just more comfortable financially, but actually have more discretionary income at the end of the month. In other words, your ability to plan and manage your finances wisely can be the difference between financial peace of mind and constant money worries. So, what will make a 50% increase in your income not make a difference to your life? To answer this question, let me tell you some big reasons why high-income earners live paycheck to paycheck and some of the costly mistakes they make along the way. Your discretionary income is what is left after meeting your financial obligations. The higher these obligations are, the more they eat into your income. While some of these obligations are not necessarily an indication of poor financial planning, the reality is they can decimate your finances, leaving you little to nothing at the end of the month. Student loans, mortgages, car payments, credit card debts, or child support are expenses that can strain your budget and make it harder to save or invest for the future. As you can imagine, some of these are difficult to avoid. However, there are always ways to reduce or eliminate some of these expenses as much as possible. For instance, you can refinance your loans to get lower interest rates, pay off your credit card balances as soon as possible, or even switch to public transport temporarily to increase your discretionary income. You can then put these new savings into reducing your debts, boosting your emergency funds, or investing for the future. One of the perks of a high income is that it gives you the leeway to take more risks. But there is a difference between taking well-considered risks and recklessly FOMOing your salary into the next big thing. Throwing your hard-earned money into meme stocks or other types of high-risk investments without first doing your due diligence or having a compelling business case is nothing other than gambling. As you know, when it comes to tossing the coin, it's anyone's game. The saddest part is that you might not only lose a lot of money, you might also get into additional debts you have to pay back with future paychecks. One thing that can derail your financial freedom journey is adopting a more expensive lifestyle just because you can now afford it. A flashier car to let the neighbor know you've arrived, a bigger house to impress your colleagues, and a more frequent visit to that expensive restaurant downtown are some of the ways you can jeopardize your financial future. Imagine financing a more expensive car. Think about the extra maintenance costs and additional monthly repayments you have to make, all for a depreciating asset. As a result, your budget might become tighter, your emergency fund may take a hit, you might even have to work longer hours to keep up with this new lifestyle. Succumbing to lifestyle inflation is a slippery slope that can have an insidious impact on your financial, physical, and mental health. Undoubtedly, lifestyle creep can negate the impact of an increase in your income. It can even expose you to fresh financial stress. Anything can happen is a saying that has stuck with me over the years. Thinking back to how 2020 blindsided us really drives home this point. None of us can predict the future, so it's important to mitigate the inherent risks in the decisions we make, especially the big ones. While there are different ways to mitigate these risks, a go-to strategy is to purchase insurance coverage for different areas of our lives. Life insurance, employer's liability, home insurance, and medical insurance are some of the insurance policies that can come to our rescue in times of trouble. Not insuring yourself against unexpected events like accidents, illnesses, lawsuits, or natural disasters can spell doom for your finances. In fact, losing one massive lawsuit can wipe out your wealth in the blink of an eye. So, take some time to review your life and assets. Identify the things you can't afford to lose and find out how to protect yourself accordingly. In April 2023, CNBC published an article listing the salary you need to live comfortably in 15 major cities in the US. San Francisco tops the list with $84,000, while St. Louis was the 15th city with $57,000 income needed to live comfortably. This was based on a study by Smart Asset. This piece underscores the huge impact our location has on our finances. Living in a city with a high cost of living means spending more on housing, transportation, food, and other necessities. This can leave you with little or no savings at the end of the month. Imagine living in St. Louis and on a salary of $57,000. Then you get a job offer in San Francisco for $84,000. Based on the findings in the Smart Asset study, moving to the Golden Gate City for a 50% income increase won't move the needle, except there are other financial benefits waiting for you. The point is, while it's important to be frugal with your spending, enhance your earning potential, and invest for the long term, you should also consider how the cost of living in the city where you live impacts your budget. Having a big paycheck should help improve your standard of living, not expose you to more financial stress. Whatever your income level is, you should be clear on your financial goals, values, and preferences. In addition, you need to keep equipping yourself with the knowledge to make the best decisions for your unique circumstances. While you're at it, it will help to avoid the following. 1. Taking on more financial responsibilities than you can comfortably handle. 2. Making high-risk investments, especially without doing your due diligence. 3. Succumbing to lifestyle inflation. 4. Ignoring key insurance protections. 5. Living in a city with a high cost of living without the means to afford it. A big paycheck may not guarantee financial comfort. Thankfully, you now know what to do to make this the norm. Hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.